Effective Facilitation, Unit 6. This is actually one of my favorite units from the Girl Circle Facilitator Manual. Did you know that there's an art of facilitation? I know, who knew, right? An art of facilitation? Yeah, there is. The art of facilitation actually promotes critical thinking, it promotes empathetic listening, and it actually gives youth an opportunity to have voice in these safe, supportive spaces. An effective facilitator demonstrates a willingness to actually refrain from having to be right and lecturing a lot. An effective facilitator illustrates to these youth that your voice matters. I'm listening. Tell me more. What you say, what you think, and how you feel, it matters. And did you know an effective facilitator searches for the wisdom that's actually in that circle space? How powerful is that? As a facilitator, we're showing these youth that we believe that they have wisdom and they are capable of making healthy, safe choices for themselves. Why is that? Because as an effective facilitator, we actually facilitate these powerful discussions by asking questions that will help them critically think. And so we really stay away from advice giving and fixing and telling these youth what to do all the time. It does have its place, but the majority of the space that we hold for these youth, we really want to hear their voice. We really want to draw on the wisdom, and we really want them to critically think. And so a few techniques that are offered in this unit to support you as a facilitator really demonstrate how there is wisdom with these youth in these spaces, but we have to draw it out. And so one technique that's provided in this unit is the power of asking good questions. You bet. As a facilitator, we want to ask questions that provoke thought, arouse interest, stimulates their thinking, and actually harness the wisdom that's in that circle space. So as effective facilitators, we are mindful that this prefrontal cortex, that seat of reasoning and logic, that place where we're always asking as adults sometimes, what are you thinking, or what were you thinking? Why'd you do that? As an effective facilitator, we want to build that critical thinking, that cognitive capacity to be able to critically think, and we do it by asking powerful questions. Another technique that's provided for you as a facilitator in this model is facilitating discussions around motivational interviewing. All right, I got to pause. You're probably wondering, what is motivational interviewing? Oh, you're probably saying to yourself, aha, Victoria, I'm very familiar with motivational interviewing. Either way, great. You get an opportunity as a facilitator to engage these youth in a discussion that allows them, using motivational interviewing, an opportunity to tell you what's good and not so good about a behavior. How awesome is that? To have these safe, healthy spaces to be able to acknowledge, talking about the stages of change, what's good about something and what's not so good about something. And so a technique that we use in this space as an effective facilitator really does allow us to give those youth a chance to tell us, how is this behavior benefiting you? And then how is it no longer benefiting you? Another technique that we use in this unit that will support you with being an effective facilitator is the theoretical stages of change, where we really want to engage them in this process where we build their cognitive ability to critically think so that their behaviors can change. I know sometimes that's opposite, right? Sometimes we get funding to really change the behaviors and the cognitive ability capacity has not fully developed. Well, the techniques that we use in this unit employs the asking questions so that this critical thinking can come on, can build and to grow, and they move through the stages of change: pre-contemplation, contemplation, determination, action, maintenance, and relapse. They move through it. And as a facilitator, we are always there using the oars, open-ended questions, affirming, reflecting, and summarizing. I hope you're getting it by now that as an effective facilitator, the art is to really increase critical thinking, giving an opportunity to have voice, and building empathetic listening so that these youth can actually learn to make safe, supportive, healthy decisions for themselves, as well as building healthy, safe, supportive connections with their peers as well as adults. Here's the last thing in this unit that I want to remind you of. As an effective facilitator, we really believe that youth will decide when they're ready to change, and that we play an important role in actually making it easy for them, guiding them through that self-discovery, because they do have the wisdom. So I want to leave you with this question. You can answer it now, or you can answer it later. Do you have the patience to wait until the mud settles and the right answer arises by itself? It's super muddy and murky here. So do you have the patience and some powerful good questions and some affirming and some reflecting and some summarizing, and to wait until the right answer arises by itself? That's what being an effective facilitator is all about. There's an art of facilitation.